Good day, everyone. Today, we're going to present our paper entitled Developing Creativity Through Creative Engagement and Art Appreciation Outcomes in the Teaching of Humanities. The authors are myself, Poral Pinky Jasmine, Magpantay, Ronelia Rain, Tadi Kiros Roselia, and Azarcon Maria Elena. This is the abstract of our paper, but allow me not to read this one anymore as it's kind of long and it will take a lot of time. And so to proceed with this presentation, let me give you a brief introduction about what the paper is all about. And so the Commission on Higher Education, or CHED, retooling for university professors has empathically challenged tertiary teachers to enhance their teaching of humanities. And in this paper, the researchers utilized the art appreciation students and engaged them into creative activities for the whole term to address some learning outcomes stated in the core syllabus. So, as part of accomplishing this particular research, part of the course outcomes explicitly includes the artistic development of students, and so greater emphasis is still put on the artistic expression apart from developing art appreciation. So we are expecting our Augustinian graduates as students who are expected to be transformative community builders, oriented towards God, critical and creative thinkers, and social communicator of the truth. And to proceed, this paper determined the level of creative engagement of art appreciation students in the art appreciation class. And there are 6 questions that we are supposed to address here. Question 1: what is the level of the students' creative engagement in art appreciation classes as an entire group and when grouped according to sex? Question 2: what is the influence of creative engagement in art appreciation classes to students' development of creativity? Question 3: is there a significant difference in the level of students' creative engagement in art appreciation classes when they were grouped according to sex? Question 4: is there a significant difference in the influence of creative engagement in art appreciation classes to students' development of creativity when they were grouped according to sex? Question 5: is there a correlation between the level of creative engagement and influence of creative engagement to development of creativity? And finally, question 6: what creative engagement practices are highly valued by the students? And so for the methodology of this paper, the research design is basically descriptive correlational, and there were 134 purposively selected art appreciation students which were enrolled during the second semester of school year 2019-2020, and this comprises the 46 males and 88 females. For the research instrument, the study made use of a modified instrument on creative engagement. The instrument has 3 parts. Part 1 shows the personal profile of the respondents. Part 2 contains the level of creative engagements consisting of 10 statements answerable by strongly agree, agree, neutral, disagree, and strongly disagree. And for the creative engagement and its influence on the development of student creativity, the following scale and their descriptions were used in order to determine the level of creative engagement and at the same time also determine the influence to development of creativity. And so in order to also realize the objectives of the study, we also um, had an ethical consideration. And in order for us to carry this out, the researchers basically informed the respondents that their participation to this research is simply voluntary and that they are given freedom to whether participate or not. The most important part of this ethical consideration is that they can withdraw their consent and they can discontinue participation at any time without prejudice. And so the results and discussion. The level of the students' creative engagement in art appreciation classes is an entire group and when grouped according to sex. And the data revealed that both male and female had high level of creative engagement in art appreciation classes. Okay. And for the second question, the influence of creative engagement in art appreciation classes to students' development of creativity. The influence of creative engagement in art appreciation was also highly influential when the students were grouped based on sex. Now, when the difference in the level of students' creative engagement in art appreciation classes were determined when they were grouped according to sex, it was found out that there was no significant difference. There was also no significant difference when the students were grouped according to male and female. There was also no significant difference on the influence of creative engagement in art appreciation classes to their development of creativity. The next one is the correlation between the level of creative engagement and influence of creative engagement to development of creativity. And it was also found out that there was rather a moderate and positive correlation between the level of students' creative engagement in art appreciation classes and influence of creative engagement in art appreciation classes to students' development of creativity. And this was found out to be statistically significant. When it comes to the practices that are highly valued by the students in the context of creative engagement, the first three, or the highest three, were I have developed an appreciation for the local arts. The second one is inclusion of art activities demonstrated my understanding of art appreciation. And I have deepened my sensitivity of myself, my community, and society. And also, it's also noteworthy to take note that my art activities has helped me evaluate the theories of art as well as creative engagement in GE6 has helped me understood Philippine art in the global context, where two of the practices wherein students got a very low result. And for the findings, number one here states that as an entire group, the level of students' creative engagement in art appreciation was high and was also high when they were grouped as to sex. As an entire group, creative engagement in art appreciation classes to students' development of creativity was also considered highly influential, and it was also highly influential when they were grouped as to sex. There was no significant difference, which was noted in the level of students' creative engagement in art appreciation classes to students' development of creativity when they were grouped according to sex. There was also no significant difference, which was noted in the influence of creative engagement in art appreciation classes to students' development of creativity when they were grouped according to sex. However, there was a moderate positive correlation between the level of students' creative engagement in art appreciation classes and influence of creative engagement in art appreciation classes to students' development of creativity. And when it comes to the most highly valued creative engagement practices of students in art appreciation, these were I have developed an appreciation for the local arts. I have deepened my sensitivity of myself, my community, and the society. And inclusion of art activities demonstrated my understanding of art appreciation. Okay. And for the conclusion, creative engagement in art appreciation is high. Creative engagement in art appreciation classes highly influence students' development of creativity. Students' creative engagement in art appreciation classes and development of creativity are associated with each other. 4. Creative engagement in art appreciation classes highly influence students' development of creativity, and creative engagement in art appreciation classes and development of creativity are significantly related. It has to be noted also that the highly valued creative engagement practices of students in art appreciation are aligned with the realization of the course outcomes, such as appreciation for the local arts, social responsibility to self, community, and society. And for the recommendations, this particular study recommends rather that a more consistent application of creative engagement in other courses may enhance their creativity in a more intensive manner and in a consistent process. The students could also get more practice with creativity coupled with reflection in the art appreciation classes, and in more advanced perspectives use their creative skills to develop plans improved upon based on experience. The impact of students' creative engagements could have been further investigated by viewing the study over a whole school year with another group of students to compare the consistency of the results. Teachers that utilize this strategy could provide more support based on student feedback and support students with deeper thinking about what components could be implemented in order to increase their understanding while keeping them engaged. Students could then establish clear goals for themselves using their reflections. So, in other words, they have all the reflections of students will also be used as basis also for their improvement in the art appreciation classes. And further studies based on other variables can be considered to validate the results of this investigation. And then what follows here are the references that were used in the preparation of this particular study. And then allow me to share with you some of the student outputs. These are actually random student outputs that we have compiled, taken from our art appreciation classes. Okay, this is the first page. Then the second page, now you can see the way students express their creativity. But although let me admit that there were also some students whose works were not also as desirable as these ones. And this is the third set of student outputs that were derived for the purpose of this investigation. And at this point, allow me to introduce to you the authors. I am Professor Mary Cecile de Alimen. I am a full professor at the University of San Agustin, and the co-authors of this paper are Pinky Jasmine A. Poral, PhD. She is the present academic supervisor of Humanities, Languages, and Literature of the University of San Agustin also. And also the co-authors who were our junior teachers, Maria Elena S. Acercon, a faculty of the College of Liberal Arts, Sciences, and Education, Miss Ronelia Rain S. Mampantay, also a faculty member, and finally Roselia Tadi Quiros, one also of the faculty members of the University of San Agustin College of Liberal Arts, Sciences, and Education. And with this, I would like to thank Unified, or the United Federation of Film Educators, for the opportunity given to me to present our paper in this 2021 Unified International Virtual Summit. with the theme Empowering Educators for the Challenges of the 21st Century. Again and again, thank you very much and thank you for listening.